What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Avengers 4 and MCU video. So if you're new to the channel, please drop a like and subscribe down below. Now, one of the most interesting parts of the MCU in the kind of last phase that we've had was the introduction of Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, two of the biggest mutants within the Marvel Universe, considering they are the progeny of Magneto, the greatest mutant villain of all time. And, well, it was a sharing plan that they had with Fox, and, well, Quicksilver was played by Evan Peters in the Days of Future Past as well. So we got two versions of the MC, or kind of at least the movie version of Quicksilver. Weirdly, one played by Kick-Ass and one by the follow-up second lead in Kick-Ass as well, which was really, really funny. And weirdly, they decided to kill Quicksilver off, which I thought was very, very stupid. However, let's not forget that possibly all deaths could be undone in the upcoming movie, and perhaps he will actually live once more, which is an interesting theory, but I do kind of doubt that that will actually happen. However, they were the biggest thing, I think, to come out of Winter Soldier. It was like the end credit scene. I was like, this is so cool seeing these come back. And it's weird because they're not explicitly mutants. Now, it's kind of a bit sucky that we don't get to see them as mutants because, of course, they are mutants. They are the mutant. It's like having Spider-Man without having his Spider-Man powers. It's like having Peter Parker pop up and he's got some different powers, and that he's just not who he is in the comics. And we know that they got their powers in the post-credit scene because it was due to the scepter and the Mind Stone. So the Mind Stone did give them their powers and gave Quicksilver, you know, the power of speed, and Scarlet Witch the power to control reality and kind of disrupt people's minds. Now, again, the mutant question here is the fact that, well, at the moment, they're not actually mutants, because what's happened here is they were seemingly given them their powers by Hydra and the Scepter and the Mind Stone. So the Baron von Strucker experiments created their powers, and that's how they became who they are. And what's interesting is around the same time this movie came out, we did, or kind of just before, we did actually have the Marvel Comics try and almost veer away from the fact that these two were actually going to be mutants. And yeah, it's a bit weird. It was a weird time when they kind of cancelled Fantastic Four and stopped production of the comic when the 2015 movie decided to come out. But nonetheless, the visual art book, the guide for the movie Infinity War, has actually come up with an interesting new quote here, which I'll read to you. Whether it altered her or merely unlocked something latent inside Wanda, the Infinity Stone on Loki's scepter bestowed incredible powers of the mind. Wanda's internal neuroelectric interface allows for her to conjure blasts of red telekinetic energy. So that is interesting because up until now we assumed that this gave her powers. Now it's saying that merely unlocked something latent inside Wanda. Now this leads into another theory in the fact that what if everyone stuck in the Soul Stone would then come back with powers because they were imbued them and they were unlocked. And this is half of the universe, and well, of course, that would be a bit weird because half of the universe aren't really mutants. It's not quite often we see too many alien mutants, and most of them are Earth-based mutants. So maybe this will actually unlock the powers within the humans. Now, of course, as well, this is very similar to the Weapon X program and the program that was featured in the Deadpool movie as well, because this is unlocking a gene inside people. This is unlocking the mutant gene. So if they are unlocking that mutant gene, that does actually mean that mutants already exist. And I do like the idea that they already exist, and I do like the idea that if they introduce them, they will actually be in the early stages. That would be quite cool as well. Although it'd be weird if you introduce Deadpool to this world. So if they decide to introduce Deadpool and carry on because Kevin Feige wants to use him, well, you can't really carry on that kind of those two movies into this because mutants don't exist within the MCU yet, unless they do some sort of Secret Wars thing and merge both of these universes into one, which would be pretty interesting to say the least. However, it would do a great deal of that would take a lot of work to merge what they do. But of course, we did see her get a blast of the Mind Stone in Infinity War. So that may have actually completely unlocked all of her powers, and then she becomes the kind of huge mutant power that she is in the comics. And what if this blast actually then led to the being unlocked for everyone else? So it's interesting there that these Infinity Stones do actually, or possibly do, unlock the mutant gene. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think that this will unlock it? Do you think the Infinity Stones is the key to actually unlocking mutants? And well, they still already exist in this if it's being unlocked. So let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you soon, and goodbye.